Hey, for the sake of brevity, I've done a bit of prep for this demo. It really only took about 10 minutes, but I went ahead and made my marks on the wall with the modified receptacle and placed the mollies. If I had run into a stud by chance, then of course the mollies wouldn't be necessary, as then you could just screw them directly to the stud. I'm going to go ahead and put the receptacle on. That's heavy duty right there. The frame I'm using is one that we've had for as long as I can remember. It's 14 by 16, and the prototype I'm going to be using is 11 by 14, and that prototype would also be of size to be able to use for a bigger frame, perhaps 16 by 20, even 18 by 24. I'm going to go ahead and remove the existing backing that came with this frame. Of course, if it had a sawtooth hanger, that would also be removed easily with a small screwdriver or a butter knife, really. And speaking of a butter knife, to take this backing off, I'm going to use my widget, but you could use a butter knife to do it. But, I have my widget here, and so I'm just going to cut this backing off. And say it's just paper, so this is really not brain surgery. And now that's garbage. Now the wire that came with it, that's also easily removed. In fact, I was going to use a little screwdriver to do it, but it comes off by hand, no problem, actually. Same with the other side. So basically what we're going to be winding up left with was what came with the frame when it was built. And like I said, this frame, I don't know, we've had it as long as I can remember. But that's really no big deal to remove that little cheap piece of wire that holds that on. Now that's garbage too. Now I've gone ahead and used two-sided tape to keep this as short as possible, but I could also see it being glued onto the back here. But basically this frame, or like I said, even a bigger size frame, you're just going to take the back slider and press it on. Like I said, I used two-sided tape. Something more permanent could be glued on, but I'm just going to make sure that that tape sticks. And I didn't even really put it on. You can tell that it's a little crooked. You see the margins aren't right and all that, but it's not really going to matter, because once it's on the wall, I'll be able to adjust it. So then it's just a matter of putting it on the wall. And like I said about this, the clip, I want eventually, hopefully we can design this clip so that it extends below the bottom of the frame, so that when you go to install it on the wall into the receptacle, it'll possibly be tapered or whatever. But anyway, stick down below the bottom of the frame just enough that you can see it, so that when you go to mount it on the wall, it makes it that much easier, so you can do it all from the front. Let's see how much trouble I have here. Actually, that was no big deal at all. And so it's installed, and then, like I say, it's in the adjustment area.